All right, we live. Y'all know what it is, vibes. Y'all mean if it's your homie Mark. Got two special guests in the building. You know what I'm saying? For real. Let me start. Y'all mean for real. You know my girl Nic Jay. She's been on the
Hey,
show before. You know what I'm saying? Kind of giving us that music commentary from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? She's international with it. So I'm like, man, Nick, what's going on? How you doing out there?
none, repping the 717 all the
Right.
time, York,
I,
PA.
no doubt, no
Like,
doubt.
I seen the Bo Jacksons will be coming out.
Uh-huh.
My favorite sneaker of all time. So
Okay. Okay.
praying that I can get me a pair.
All right, listen. If y'all watching Bo Jackson's, you know what I'm saying, for a Nic J needs those. All right. So, if you got a line on it, y'all me just hit up, let her know. You know what I'm saying? Let me give an introduction to my next co-host. You know what I'm saying? My homegirl D. D, what's
What's
happening
going
out there?
on?
How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right.
You
What's going
doing
on?
good? You know what I'm saying? Everything good out there?
Absolutely.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up right there, right? All right, look, we ain't gonna waste no more time. We gonna get right into it. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring up the first topic. We gonna start with these sports. The Sean Watson finally on the move, with the trade or whatever, going from the Houston Texans to the Cleveland Browns. His contract is fully guaranteed. 5 years, $230 million, and he gets every one of those dollars. Ain't no signing bonus or nothing like that. It's just the whole thing. So I'm just like, man, they said it's the biggest contract, in NFL history. I'm like, for a guy, who ain't won no Super Bowl or nothing like that, that is a hefty price tag. Plus,
But
no, plus they traded 6 draft picks to get him. So I'm just like, that's three, including 3 first rounders. So I'm like, he costs a lot. you know, he costs a lot. Nick, what do you think about this whole situation? Did you even see Cleveland sneaking in the back door, to get this deal done? I mean, it surprised a lot of people.
no, because like Cleveland was making noise like a few seasons ago, but
Right.
then it was like, but AFC North, something to
Mm.
be watching. Because it's the
Yeah.
Ravens, Cleveland,
Yep.
Cincinnati,
Uh-huh.
Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh, yeah. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell you, we gotta see what's gonna happen with Pittsburgh. We don't really know. You know what
No,
I'm
that's
saying?
true.
But D, let me ask you a question, right? Now you were here in Philly, and Nick, you were too, when the Eagles brought on Michael Vick. A lot of controversy surrounding Michael Vick, after he got out of the feds for the dog fighting. You know what I'm saying? You had Deshaun Watson, who just beat the criminal part of his case, you know what I'm saying, sexual assault case. I'm just like, man, I just want to say, like, is it going to be? Do you think it's going to be even rougher for him coming into Cleveland, than it was on Michael Vick coming into Philadelphia?
I don't know. I feel as though, regardless of your past or whatever
I
you've
was
been
gonna
through, when it's
say
your time, is your time. So,
Cleveland is kind of desperate, but we were
Yeah,
desperate
but
too.
yeah, I mean, you know them
Because
people going to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, they
who
going to be
was
out
our
there.
quarterback at the time? Oh no, we still have McNabb. We had McNabb
Yeah.
then. That's right. That's right.
All right, so D,
That's right.
just what do you think? Like the perception of B, is he going to have to get on the field, win some games, or like right now, I'm just like, man. They said, it's a lot. It's real hectic in Cleveland. People, it's mixed reviews. I'm just like, man, what are you thinking? Just about what his reception would be.
he has to show them with his gift. Like,
Okay.
regardless of what they say,
Right.
the way you overcome that is do what you do and do it well.
Absolutely. 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 All right. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna move to the next one. Matt Stafford got the extension. You know what I'm saying? When you win a Super Bowl, you get paid. You know what I'm saying? I hope my man Sean is in the background because he doesn't really understand. When you win a Super Bowl, you get paid top dollar, and that's exactly what happened. And that's why Von Miller didn't go to the Cowboys. He went to the Bills. That's a story for another day. But anyway, Matt Stafford gets the big extension. They bring back a lot of the offensive components. The Rams are looking to do it again. I'm like, man, this is huge right here. This is huge right here. Rams looking to defend the title. It's going to be crazy. I'm just like, man. All right, but yo, like it's gonna be crazy, right? But the whole thing is, I'm like, man, will they repeat? I'm not really sure, but I'm like, it seems like fun times, at least on the LA football side of it. I'm like, man, but it seems a little crazy. Just D, what do you think? You know, I mean, he got the big money extension. They got all the offense coming back. You know what I'm saying? Can they repeat as Super Bowl champions? It's hard to do, but just, you know, what do you think about that?
You know how I go. Anything is possible. Anything
Anything is possible. Anything is possible. That's what I'm talking about. Nick, you know what I'm saying? Matt Stafford extension. What do you think? Uh-oh. You know what I mean? You know what? We gonna leave that alone right now, right? Let's go to our next topic. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we're talking about LeBron James, number 2 on the all-time scoring list. He just passed Karl Malone, and now he sets his sight on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the all-time record. LeBron James, he's I mean, to be playing this well and be 37 years old, that says something. And I'm gonna say one more thing, right? People giving LeBron flack for not playing defense, right? You know, well, he don't play defense like that. I'm like, he's 37 years old. Listen, you're 37 years old and you can't even chase your dog around the house. So I don't want to hear nothing about no LeBron doing something. I don't want to hear.
Listen, LeBron is one of my favorites. Okay, so he is doing his thing. He's making it happen. Shout out to his queen. Like, LeBron is doing his thing. So all I hear is they gonna do what they do. But LeBron,
no doubt. You know what I'm saying? We got people. Oh man, Stacks starting off. Pittsburgh gonna be trash. I hear you, Stacks. You know what I mean? He talking. They got your old quarterback, Rob. What up? You know what I'm saying? What up? Oh, Stacks, what you saying here, man? What you saying here, ball? I don't know what he's saying right here. You know what I'm saying? It's a team gonna be listen, you worry about Washington. That's no sorry. I mean, for y'all on the same team with that D. He's a Washington fan too. Okay. All right. So let's get back to this. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James, you said he's one of your favorites, right? All right. You know what I'm saying? You know, now what do you think about LeBron? You know, his career, you know, just how well he's done. I'm just like, man, to play this well at this age, that says a lot, though.
I mean, LeBron he's an example of, you know, as the many, when you have a gift and keeps taking it to the next level after the next level, he just keeps doing it and doing it well. Like, I love LeBron. Like, he stays getting props to me. I love it.
All right.
And then on and off the court.
On and off the court. You know what I mean? Really, yeah, LeBron, he does a lot of great things off the court. You know, I love off court Bron. On court Bron, we a little shaky with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he be doing some stuff, and I'm just like, come on, man. I'm looking at him with the side eye, like, come on, Bron. Come on, man. Was that necessary? But off the court, LeBron is an exemplary human being. I love him for that. You know what I'm saying? With schools, the charities, you know what I'm saying? You know, and becoming a mogul, you know, I mean, this is Jay-Z's young boy, you know what I'm saying? So I can see how that can happen, you know. So we're going to move on to March Madness. I don't want to hear anybody talking about their bracket. Their brackets are done. You know what I'm saying? All your teams lost. St. Peter's, the 15 seed, is still playing. So I don't want to hear it. Now, this is a picture right here. This is what college basketball is all about. This is Juwan Howard, the opposing coach for Michigan. And this is Kennedy Chandler, the guard from Tennessee. And Michigan just beat Tennessee, and they just had loss or whatever. And he was crying. You know, I mean, loss hurts or whatever. But you talking about, you know, somebody, you know, consoling, the coach consoling the opposing player. He's known him since 4th grade. But I'm just like, it was good to see. It was good sportsmanship. It was good to see. So I love that. D, just what do you think? You know what I'm saying? When you look at a picture like this, you know what I'm saying, with Coach Howard and the opposing player, just what do you think? You know, just, you know, what goes through your mind when you see a moment like that?
When you see a moment, you see a human being first. Besides, you know, before you're a coach to any team. You're a human being first, and you see a young man,
Right.
you know, and you're gonna do what a father or a mentor or a coach does.
Right.
So,
All right. Yeah, I mean, now hit that bracket for me again, because I seen that bracket come up, right? Listen, your bracket is busted. Your bracket is busted. Don't tell me you had St. Peter's doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't. Also, let me throw a couple notes out there. Villanova is still in it. Philly all day. You know what I'm saying? And Iowa State is playing Miami. Both their best players on Miami and Iowa State are both from Philly. So Philly all day again. You know what I'm saying? So watch for those three teams. Philly is repping. And that's all I got to say about that. You know what I'm saying? Sweet 16, you know, we're going to check that out. All right. Now I got some sad news to report. John Clayton has passed away. This guy right here was like the first to really report everything. I mean, seriously, this was the first guy to report every single thing. People came after him, Chris Mortensen and now Adam Schefter, but John Clayton was the first really to start this whole thing. And you see NBA reporters really, you know, kind of, you know, able to get all the information. No one was doing it before John Clayton. John Clayton, you know, really, you know, he really just had the knowledge. He really had the insight, and he understood, you know, how to get the story out there. So rest in peace to John Clayton. You know, any last words for John Clayton? You know what I'm saying? From the vibes right here. Anybody want to even say anything?
Mr. Super hardworking man.
Yes.
He was definitely about that life.
Yeah, absolutely.
About that life.
Absolutely. All right. You know what I'm saying? All right, look. You know what I mean? We're going to move on to the Mark 5. Oh, and Nick, you know what I mean? For definitely post those comments, you know what I'm saying? Because Stacks is talking a lot in here, you know what I mean? I feel some Redskin football team commander type stuff is coming up. I don't want to hear any Washington talk right now. You know what I'm saying?
Commanders, though, that is such a whack
Yeah,
name.
I know. The Cobra Commanders. We got. All right, so we got the Mark 5. And we got to start with this guy again, Mark. Are we talking about him again? Yes, we're talking about Jussie Smollett. I called him Jesse last week, but I got to call him back by his name, Jussie, because he got released from jail. He only did 2 days and then appealed it. He only did 2 days and then he's out of there. Now, I'm going to say like this. Jussie, this just some advice. I would leave the state of Illinois and never go back. How about that? You know, they can't lock you up if you ain't there. You know what I'm saying? They can't lock you up if you ain't there. Get out of Illinois. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? D, I'm going to go to you first. What do you think about this whole situation? He got released, but just what are your thoughts on it?
I mean, my thoughts just go to the team of Empire, and like they were on top and doing so well, and then just to have this thing kind of like pretty much blow everything up. You know, he has a lot of connections, I guess, his family. When I read this thing, it's sad. It really is sad. It's a sad situation. So
I hear that. Becca, I agree with that. Nick, what are your thoughts?
I agree. And then I have read somewhere that like he didn't drink, he didn't eat at all for like days.
He didn't eat. He didn't eat while
ice water.
Well, I mean, in fairness to Jussie Smollett, you know, jail food isn't really that good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, trust me. You know what I mean? Actually, you know what I mean, for know a little bit about that, it's just not good. You know what I'm saying? And people who had to be there a lot longer than I was there, I'm trying to tell you, it's really terrible. You know what I'm saying? So that's why everybody likes to get to them vending machines.
I heard that the Chi-Chi's was like the shit in jail.
Yeah, but see, I mean, it depends on what jail you in. You know what I mean? If you in a lit jail, you know what I mean, then it's different. You know what I'm saying? Every jail ain't lit. Every jail ain't lit. Hey, I'll explain it to you at another time, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a whole pot in itself. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we got to move on. You know what I'm saying? But guess what we moving on to? This guy, Kanye. yanked from the Grammys. Oh my God. Yay.
Yeah,
What are you doing? But let's see, let's talk about why he got yanked, right? So they said for he used a racial slur against Trevor Noah, who hosts the Daily Show, right? I don't need to repeat it. We all know what it is, right? So he did that. He was banned from Instagram, for 24 hours. Now he's thrown off the Grammys, and really all of this stems from, he's going through it, with the wife, ex-wife, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, it's yay. Everybody doesn't have to know your business. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Everybody don't have to know your business. Nick, your thoughts on Yay? Being banned from like everything now. You know what I'm saying? Just your thoughts on that.
Like he's just too unpredictable. Like you don't know what he's gonna say. You don't know what he's gonna do. He got up on them Grammys and just went off on like a 20-minute tangent about Pete Davidson. So like,
yep, this is facts though.
Nobody's gonna deal with that.
Okay.
Like the Janet Jackson nipple thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it lost her stuff and like like if I remember correctly, weren't like companies like threatening to like not advertise for them?
Oh, for the Grammys?
No. Super Bowl. I could be remembering all wrong. This was so long ago. But
that could be true.
But they could like lose that if he gets up there cussing and carrying on, going off.
And like, Ye would do that. That's the point. He would do that.
On the campaign trail, he talked about
absolutely
the abortion stuff. It was like,
yeah, right. D, Yay.
I think that I think that he just is trying his hardest to be heard because he doesn't feel like people get his point or his side of things. So,
okay,
is it the right way to do it on social media? Probably not, but that's the only way he knows how to still speak his mind and be heard by the people. Like everyone has an opinion about you, so this is his way of telling his side of the story.
Okay.
Right, wrong, or different. It's his way of telling his side of the story. So, going back to what Nick just said, because people don't know what he's going to do, and also when you kind of ruffle certain feathers, like Pete Davidson, they probably wasn't a big deal in terms of they saw the back and forth between him and Pete Davidson, but when he came after Trevor Noah, that kind of,
Trevor Noah, that people like him.
That was one of the bigger things. I think.
I'm trying to tell you, coming after a clean cut black man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's not really going to go well for you. You know what I'm saying? But Ye is still Ye. You know what I mean? So props to him. You know what I mean? Let's move on to this next story real quick. You know what I mean? Amazon buys MGM. The one thing I will say is if you have Amazon Prime, you're going to have 5,000 more movies to select from. That I know for sure. You know what I'm saying? Nick, you always get into the movies, the TV and everything like that. Nick, what are you thinking about this whole merger? Jeff Bezos buying something again. You know what I'm saying? He probably got a whole movie spaceship happening, you know what I mean, in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But Nick, what do you think about this whole deal? And, just what are your thoughts on it?
I'm glad that I have Prime.
Okay.
I wasn't big into like the Hobbit movies, but I see that they're going to be on there.
Yep.
So that was cool. Like I looked when I saw the news, I didn't even really like halfway read the story, but like I ran straight to like MGM, see what they have and all of that.
Right.
Nice selection. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, D. You know what I mean? Jeff Bezos at it again. You know what I'm saying? Amazon Prime, MGM, movies galore. What are your thoughts?
Crazy power play. I mean, I was just looking at a clip from back when he first started Amazon, and they were asking him like, what was he thinking? What was his purpose? And he was like, he was just doing research on just the internet and the direction it was going. And he was like, people are into books. They has the biggest catalog. Books was like number one, and then it was music.
Okay.
And he just tapped in. He tapped in, and look where we are now. And I remember back in the day when you know, you saw Amazon everywhere, you know, students were, you know, selling back books and all that. But for him to go from here to here, I mean, the power play, the business savvy is bananas.
Oh yeah,
that's what all the business people are studying the his mentality, and like the business play is bananas.
Yeah, you know what I mean? For real. I agree with that. I agree with that. All right, let's move on to this next story right here. Megan Thee Stallion unfollowed on social media Drake, Rihanna, you know what I'm saying? You know, and a few others. Obviously, this, you know, even though they're not saying it, it's probably linked to this case with Tory Lanez. And you know, people are thinking, you know, that Tory Lanez is innocent, and you know, she was just clout chasing. This is what they saying. You know, don't know how true it is. You know, we need the verdict, but I'm like, man, she's getting unfollowed left and right. It's business deals being lost. You know what I'm saying? You know, with Megan Thee Stallion. So I'm like, man, it's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know, to me, I'm gonna say like this: whatever happened that night, right? I'm just like, I'm like, for it to reach this point where she's losing endorsements, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you have power players, you know, that are just like, I don't really bang with her. That's kind of crazy, but clout chasing, it can go in either direction. That's why it's just not good to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. D, I'm gonna start with you. Megan Thee Stallion being unfollowed, you know, by a lot of you know, high profile industry people, you know, probably due to this Tory Lanez case. What are your thoughts on this whole thing?
I mean, the verdict is still out. I just saw like the list of people who just kept on going and going and going. So it seems like one of those, they're like, listen, if you connected in any way, whatever's about to go down, I don't know. It's kind of, you can only speculate at this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, the list, you saw it from being a few, and then you see it growing. I'm like, whoa. Still, you know.
Right.
At this point.
Okay. Hey, Nick. You know what I mean? What you thinking right there?
I like Meg Thee Stallion.
Okay.
I believed the, you know, what she said had happened, but it's starting to, I don't know, like, I want to like believe what she says, you know, about this Tory Lanez thing. I saw an interesting theory that someone said that they believe it's the best friend that did it, not him, but he ain't a snitch. And so, you know, he don't want to tell like on the, so like that could,
yeah,
you know,
I'm telling you, it's a real messy story. That's one thing that I can say with 100% conviction. It's a real messy story, because even though the truth is somewhere in this story, it's just mess all around it. It's almost like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, like, look, you got Sunday dinner, but you eating it out of a garbage can. That's what it looked like.
Gross.
You know what I'm saying? It looks terrible. Yeah. I mean, shoot, I'm gonna leave that alone. We gonna wait for this whole thing to come out. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get to something a little more lighthearted. Mike Tyson is in the weed game, and he put out some edibles, right? But the edibles are of Evander Holyfield's ear. You know, now if you don't remember this, Mike Tyson bit Evander Holyfield's ear off in a fight because he was frustrated and mad that he couldn't really get inside and fire off that old Mike Tyson, you know what I mean, for, you know, body punch uppercut combo. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, and he bit the man's ear off. When I first seen that, I was just like, oh, why is Holyfield jumping around? And I looked, I'm like, oh, he don't have an ear.
That was a wild night.
Okay. I'm like, man, that was so crazy. But Mike, I'm telling you, Mike being Mike finds a way to, you know, remain relevant, remain marketable, and still remain well liked. I mean, I'm like, I met Mike Tyson once, like long while ago. Great guy. Everybody who I know who've met him thinks he's a terrific guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, man, you know, but Mike finds a way, you know, because I think Mike bears his whole soul for everybody, the good, the bad, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So this is cool though, because Mike got the weed company. Mike smokes. You know what I'm saying? Now he got the edibles. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, I would grab some of these. I just, I would grab them, but I think I would share them at a party. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, everybody take one. We all eating these together. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hoard them. You know what I mean? No, we all gonna eat these because Mike, you know what I mean? If these edibles are anything like they are in the ring, Mike gonna try to knock your ass out. You know what I'm saying with these things. So I'm like, look, man, I'm good. Nick, Mike Tyson edibles. I'm going right to you because I know you're going to try these. I know it. What do you think about this?
Like a little piece, because like you said, they're gonna like knock you out.
Right.
And I don't have like the best history with edibles. That shit, and then plus like you just be high forever. So like that's another reason why I'm not like into edibles like that. Okay. However, I would definitely try these. And I saw where he tweeted that these ears are actually tasty, something along the lines. It's just funny. But what I was trying to see, because I saw that like him and Holyfield, they did that commercial together, right? So I was trying to see if like maybe Holyfield was benefiting from this deal, but I didn't see anything to that effect. Right.
But they are cool though. Him and Mike, they've done a couple commercials together and all that. So I think he's probably in on it somewhere. So I mean that'd be cool. D, what do you think? What do you think? Mike Tyson edibles. First thing, will you try?
I don't know. But it was a great marketing play. Great marketing play. You figure, if he's gonna do something, and him and it was probably laughed and joked about it. Hopefully he does get some money off of it also. But yeah, it was definitely a great marketing play.
Okay.
It is because like even the younger generation that don't know about the 18-second fights and all of our parents getting pissed because they paid all that money for the fight. Yeah. It was like they know about that ear.
Yeah, I mean the ear story travels. Everybody gonna remember the ear.
Yes, so they know who he is.
Right. Well, that's how it happens. Mike Tyson's the ear, Madden is the game, and Jordan is the shoe.
That's
like,
right.
Even though we remember these people in real life, I'm trying to tell you, if you hang out with any little cousins, any nephews, nieces, or whatever, that's how they gonna know him. They're not gonna know him as a real person. Trust me. I told my little cousin, a couple years ago, no, Madden was a real person. Really? I thought it was a game. Like, no, he was a real person. His name is John Madden. Like, but I'm telling you, that's the way it is with these kids. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? That concludes the Mark 5. We're wrapping that up. We're about to get to the main topic right now. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we can't wait. Y'all better get in here because we about to talk about this thing. You know what I'm saying? Bad boy. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'm sorry, Diddy, Mr. Combs, I got to start with the ugly. You know what I'm saying? Because Mace did Oracle too, and he came at your neck. You know what I'm saying? He came at your neck. Do we have the Mace picture? You know what I mean? I know we got a quote in there. No, that's not it. You know what I'm saying? It's a picture of Mace, but I don't know if we got it in there or not. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Mace came at this boy neck, though. He was just like, yo, look, you know what I mean? Biggie mom ain't get paid, and yo, the artist ain't do too good. And I mean, even though I did all right, Diddy, you done jerked a lot of people. Oh, man, Mace then came. That ain't it either. You know what I mean? But
daughter 2 tickets.
Yeah, I mean,
but
man.
He had like 60 friends.
Yeah, Mace was slandering this man left and right. You know what I'm saying? So that is crazy. And this actually comes on the heels of another bad boy artist, Freddie P from Making the Band. You know what I'm saying? And I know y'all remember Making the Band because they walked to get cheesecake from Junior's. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, I've had Junior's cheesecake. It is pretty good, but it ain't good enough to walk, you know what I mean, all the way across the Brooklyn Bridge and wherever, you know what I mean, to go get it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that damn good. You know what I mean?
Well, he wasn't doing the walking.
Oh, he did. He didn't do it. I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
He stayed back. You said he stayed back. He stayed home.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
He sent them to go get the cheese.
I mean, no, I'm talking Freddie P. Freddie P. You know what I mean? He didn't walk.
Oh no. He was part of the walking team.
Okay, all right, I got you. You know what I mean? For they would call that the street team. They would call that the street team. You know what I'm saying? You know, but Freddie P, you know, he did his live video, kind of in his feelings. You know what I mean? Talking about yo, you know, my music career didn't go right, and you know what I mean, having suicidal thoughts, and I want to put my hands on Diddy and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, listen, man, sometimes you got to accept responsibility for what you do. Like, I ain't saying you ain't get jerked on some stuff, but you still got to accept responsibility for what you do sometimes. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's the ugly side of it. That's why we're talking about Bad Boy tonight. But now we're going to get to the good side of it. I want to know from y'all favorite Bad Boy artists. You know what I mean? D, I'm going to start with you. Out of all the Bad Boy artists, who is your favorite?
Who is my favorite Bad Boy artist?
Yes.
I don't have one.
No?
I don't have a favorite
No,
Bad
I mean,
Boy artist.
no Biggie. No Total, no Faith Evans.
I don't have a favorite Bad Boy artist. That time period was just you the music during that time period.
You just rocked out. You know what I'm saying?
No, you did. You just rocked out. It was like,
you did. Whew, man. You just rocked out.
Yeah, can you pick this one song?
I'm going to say like this. When Bad Boy was in his heyday, I mean, literally, they would have about 12 to 15 records in rotation on a radio every single day. Like, that's how crazy that is right there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Nick, I already know where you going because I already see the GOAT. You know what I mean? The GOAT right there. Biggie, I ain't trying to hear nobody else is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hear nobody else is the GOAT. It's Biggie. You know what I'm saying?
Page me at
5:46 in the morning, cracking dawn, and now I'm yawning.
Like cold eyes. See who's
this page of me and why? Yo, Biggie's the man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, Biggie. That's my favorite artist. You know what I'm saying? That's like my favorite. That's my favorite rapper because, to be honest, when Biggie came out, you know, Philly, we didn't really have a lot of rappers that we could really claim as our own. And Biggie just had a style, a flow, you know what I mean? But he was also gangster with it, you know what I'm saying? So that's why we gravitated to Big, you know what I'm saying, more than any other artist from anywhere else at that time. You know, like he was just like that dude or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And he got fly or whatever. But he also, you know, was gangster with it, man. So, you know, Biggie, rest in peace. But that was my guy right there. You know what I'm saying? Now.
And the craziest thing about him, though, is that when he was 24, when he passed away, like,
yeah,
I guess he was about to be 25.
Mm-hmm.
March 9th, and then his birthday, May 21st.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
You know, in that short period of time, he gave us so much, so many quotables. You know, so much quality music, even over the beats that I wasn't necessarily a fan of. Mm-hmm. You gotta listen to it because you know the bars that he was like, dude, I think he got like any questionable bars like that shit.
I'm gonna say like this. See, I'm old school when it come to that GOAT talk, right? Because I'm looking lyricism, right? You can tell me influence and pop culture and all this other stuff. Yo, can you rap or not? You know what I mean? That's where I'm coming with it. You know what I mean? When I'm discussing my favorites, it's like, man, can you get on this mic? I put on whatever beat and you just rip it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, man, you know, this is why. And Biggie just has such a flow and a swag on the mic. You know what I mean? That was crazy. Like,
and Notorious Thugs. Oh my God. Do you remember the first time you heard that shit? And he was doing like the, you know, the and harmony. Oh my God,
man, that was insane. That was insane right there. Now I gotta go to my next question. You know what I mean? I'm gonna start with you, Nick. Favorite Bad Boy song? What is it?
Now that's a hard one.
Yeah, very, very. By the way, you can have about 5 or 10 different answers for that one.
The whole catalog today.
Jeez. Man, you could have about 25 answers for that one. But I gotta hit y'all with the hard questions. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm trying to tell you, in the immortal John Clayton, I got to hit y'all with some hard questions tonight. That's a hard question. What the heck?
I want to say Victory, but then I want to say All About the Benjamins.
Benjamins. You know what I'm saying? Benjamins was my joint, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's
F
right.
the state Penn. We F hoes at Penn State. That's what we do. We up in Penn State doing that. You know what I mean? Shout out to all my people that went to Penn State. You know what I'm saying? Yo, the couple times I was there, Penn State was wild, but that's a whole nother pod. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying? You know. Oh, look who it is. You know what I mean? Hey, Sean coming in. You know what I mean? You know what? You came in right on the right question, Sean. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you back. Wait a minute. I'm going back to back questions with Sean. Sean, favorite bad boy artist. You know what I'm saying? Who is it?
Favorite bad boy artist? Man. They had a roster.
Yes,
man.
yes, they did.
I'll be honest. Mace was my favorite, man.
Okay.
That first album that Mace had, I was listening to that album about a week ago. That album was crazy.
Yeah.
The Harlem album was crazy, and Mace was spitting. Not only that, he wrote everything on Puffy's first album. Mm-hmm. So not only was his pen game nice, his album was well-rounded, and he was killing it. Like that was flawless, man. It's hard, man.
It's tough. It's a tough question.
It's a tough question.
Yeah, definitely.
Like to rewind, like I didn't know that he wrote Puff's first album.
Yeah. Mace
I
wrote.
can kind of see why you.
Yeah.
I can see how why he feel like how he feel.
Yeah.
Mace wrote that. Yeah, he wrote all of those hits. Him and Jadakiss wrote some of them joints as well.
Yeah.
But Mace wrote majority of No Way Out.
Yep.
It's hard to discredit Mace because of his writing game, his pen game. His pen game was phenomenal back then, and he doesn't get the credit that he deserved. Murder Mace was something special.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right, D. Favorite bad boy record? I know it's about 25 of them in your head.
I said,
what is it? I didn't even hear.
Let me tell you, I don't have one. I don't have.
Come on, fire off a couple for us. Fire off a couple in your head. Go ahead, fire it off.
Okay.
We want to know.
I'm not firing off, but what I will do is, back in the day, I thought I could sing a little bit. So my voicemail message was as soon as I get home, I'll call you right away.
Voicemail,
man.
So,
you said when I thought I could sing a little bit. I don't think I knew you at that time, so I ain't even had a number. You know what I mean? I didn't need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but I got you though. I mean, man, listen, look, I mean, I'm gonna say like this. Listen, all of it, everybody when they're in the shower, you the best singer on earth. That's all I'm gonna say. You give me a microphone in the shower, trust me, I'm the best singer on earth. You know what I mean? Can't nobody touch me in the shower. You know what I'm saying?
She wasn't bad boy, but I just Rod Digger, she killed that fucking Black Mob Whoa remix.
Listen.
Underrated.
I'm gonna say like this. My favorite, that is my favorite song from Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. I'm just like, man, because it kind of embodied everything, that I loved about, you know what I'm saying? The era or whatever, right? Because when it first comes on, I mean, the beat's hard, right? But he's like, yo, man, you got the big six at the club, fully equipped kid on it. You got to understand, you know what I mean? Shoot, in Philly, man, it was two brothers, right? They had them joints back to back. One boy had a gold joint with gold rims. Another boy had a black joint with black and chrome rims, right? Before, and I keep telling people, before the Bentley, before the Phantom, it was the 600 Benz. That was the car to have. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, just to see that out there and them boys have systems in it and playing whoa, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was my record. Then they come with the remix. Everybody's on the remix. Rod Digger's on the remix. Philly's own Beanie Siegel on the remix. You know what I'm saying? So, I love that record. That record I can still play today, no problems. You know what I'm saying? All right. So now, you know what I mean? I'm coming back to you. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of moments in Bad Boy history. What is one of your favorite moments in Bad Boy history?
See, Ingrid, that's what I was about to say. When they came out with the what is it? We Invent the Remix. That shit was, because that's what they did. Like, I was listening to, what's this song? The Things You Do.
Yeah.
Oh, like, Gina Thompson. Gina Thompson. You know what I mean? Missy on the remix.
But when he did that remix and Missy Elliott was on there.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was like dope.
Yeah, she was super dope.
It's crazy because Biggie's first album, like the remixes to me is what like really pushed the album over, because Ready to Die was a dark album. Like the original Ready to Die was a dark and gritty, grimy New York album. But Puffy shined it up with like the remixes and the samples to give you like that club and that bravado and that that feel. And it was different. That's what separated Big from everybody else at that time. And I don't think Puffy gets enough credit for that, because
he does not.
Big could have been, like, let's keep it funky, because Big was as talented as Big was, you know what I mean? As great as an artist and a rapper that he was, he was still gritty and grimy, right? But Puffy put that remix stuff on him. Big became like a crossover giant without compromise. It was genius.
Absolutely.
Man, when you hit that One More Chance remix, whoa, what is that?
Man, and then and One More Chance had like 3 different remixes, and they all was fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, they had a few.
And Mark, your homeboy. Let's not forget Stevie J.
Stevie J. The OG of City Boys. The OG of City Boys. If anybody wants to know, you know what I'm saying? He is the OG of City Boys, for real. City Boy personified.
He doesn't get
one of my favorite Biggie songs
well.
is Notorious Thugs, from like beginning to end. Like that's fine. And I looked at the credits one day and I was like, oh shit, Stevie J. Like, I knew he was part of the Hitmen. I knew that. Yeah. But like,
crazy.
Stevie, you decent?
All right. So D, give me a bad boy moment. Give me a bad boy moment. Something y'all mean takes you back. Like, yo, that's bad boy right there.
No, I'm piggying back on Ingrid Flavor in Your Ear. I will still play that in when I want to get my energy right.
I mean,
that's the song I plug in.
Yeah. All right. Flavor in Your Ear. Yeah. Wait a minute. Flavor in Your Ear. Then the remix. And the remix was crazy. Everybody was lighting that remix up. I'm like, man, you know, everybody got their thing off on that remix.
They did.
I'm like, man, that's why you get to still play the remix, because everybody got their thing off, man. So that was just dope. That was such a dope record. You know what I'm saying?
And Mark, LL took it left field though, man. He took Flavor in Your Ear left field. LL verse had nothing to do with Flavor in Your Ear.
But that's how it's about to go.
But I mean, listen, LL, you know what I mean? And L, you know what? And I'm glad that L acknowledged this. L is like the most ridiculous dude on earth. You know what I'm saying? But all the ladies love him. So I can't really say nothing about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you let me be ridiculous like that, trust me, I'm getting clowned. If I walk up to a chick, y'all mean for real, with chocolate syrup, I'm getting clowned. L can do that. I can't walk up to a chick and pour chocolate syrup. I can't do that. You know, I just want to be able to do it one time. Right. Listen. Any ladies watching, right? If you let me just pour chocolate syrup on your leg, I appreciate it. I just want to be able to do it just to say that I did it.
Right, or eating an apple at a peep show. Like L people, wow, he eating an apple at a peep show. Like it just
completely forgot about that.
I don't even know what that meant. I don't even know what the story behind that was. Like he eating an apple at a peep show. So,
I don't know. I think he has like a TikTok video that I shared in here. But but we'll get back to L. L is his own pod. He's his own pot. We'll get back to him. You know what I'm saying? Sean, favorite bad boy moment. What do you, I mean for like at least one of them?
Man.
No, it was a bucket hat. Remember, Becca?
Not to be too somber about it, man, but Diddy's performance, "Missing You," was
at the Grammys, right? Was that at the Grammys? Yeah, okay, got you. Right.
He killed it, man. Like
Diddy, he did.
Really killed it, man.
Yep.
Because that was a moment where I think hip hop was like in like still disarray after what happened with Big and all that was going on, and you could tell Diddy was like in just this whole different zone, man. But I think that performance, Missing You performance, having Faith come out there, 112 was out there,
right?
And just the unity. That's right. It was the MTV Music
It was the MTV Music Awards. Okay, got you.
Music Awards.
Hey, good looking now, Trey.
I thought that was like one of the best performances for Bad Boy, in my opinion.
Okay. All right. Now let me come to this question, right? You know what I'm saying? Now listen, we're going to go shocking bad boy controversy. We're not touching the Tupac thing. You know what I'm saying? If you want to touch the Tupac thing, look, you know what I mean? I'm not really a big fan of DJ Vlad, but he covered that, you know what I mean, for real, all too well. So if you want to find out about that, you go to DJ Vlad. We ain't doing that here. You know what I'm saying? But controversies, bad boy, and they've involved in a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Nick, I'm coming to you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if it's serious, lighthearted, just anything, that was just like, man, you know what I mean? That was a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? What's your bad boy controversy? You know what I mean? It sticks out in your head.
The money.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? Absolutely.
Almost everybody but Biggie has said, you don't pay us what we supposed to.
All right.
I got you. The Locks movement and
that was insane. That was insane. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I went back and I listened to the first Locks album.
Mm-hmm.
They slid, like you could like hear, that they was the Locks, like All for the Love is still one of my favorite Locks songs.
Right.
But it was when they got with the Rough Riders that they was really getting their shit off.
Yeah.
Well, Puff Yummy had that crossover thing going on, and it worked for Mace, but it didn't work for them. You know what I'm saying? For the Locks. That's all.
Kiss got on some wild sunglasses with orange tints.
Yeah.
They got the jackets.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Mo, you're right. You know what I mean? For a Suge Knight Speed Source Awards. Yeah. That was nuts. That was nuts. Dancing all in the videos.
Jeez, that was the one.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching that live. That was the one. I was watching that live on TV. That was the one. Yeah.
That was nuts. That was nuts right there. D, you know what I'm saying? Any bad boy moment, you know what I'm saying? Sticks out in your head?
No, I'm just listening to the recent stuff, and it's really, really sad. I listened to the of course the Mace album recently.
Mm-hmm.
And for someone to have, that you were rocking with for that long and still have that level of animosity and not be able to make peace with it.
Right. Yeah.
It's a sad situation.
A little crazy. I'm going to tell you, right? I'm going to give you a moment right here. It's a little lighthearted, but it just cracks me up every time I see it. Making the Band 2. When all these guys were singing, they all were angry, ready to fight each other, and they were singing angry as hell. Like they were mad, and blowing notes, and they was mad. Like that just looked it looked so crazy. I'm like, you gotta go and YouTube this mess because I'm like, they really were angry, ready to fight, and then Diddy's like, yeah, sing, and then they just start singing and singing well, like. That was a crazy looking type of deal right there. I'm like, only Diddy could pull something like that off. I'm just like, listen, if I'm ready to fight somebody, the last thing I'm thinking about is singing. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
but he had these guys singing angry, but these guys sounded well, and that's how he picked the band because it was like 30 or 40 of them, and then that's how they picked the 5 guys who ended up being in that band. So that was crazy to me. Yeah,
definitely. What else was funny? The Bentley Farm. Is that
Bentley Farnsworth? Yeah.
Farnsworth.
Yeah.
That was a funny ass era.
Yeah. That was the Ascot era. That was when everybody dressing up like the Andre 3000, weird stuff and wearing argyles and
let's
stuff
not
like that.
call Andre 3000 weird.
He's a weirdo. He's playing a flute in parks.
I wanted to run into him so bad when he was in here, when he was here in Philly. I was like,
was he playing the flute in the park?
The prayer did not come
through. Yeah, man. Shoot. All right.
No
all
one
right.
from the band lasted in the Bad Boys. No one from the band.
Nah, I don't think so.
The Dylon skit.
Yeah. But Dylon was crazy. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let me ask y'all this, right? Diddy, he starts out as an A&R at Uptown Records, gets his record label, you know what I mean, for then blows up and becomes a mogul. Just what are your thoughts on from where he started way back, Mary J's first album, all the way up until like now, where he's at billionaire status? Just Sean, I'm gonna start with you, just from because you all got to see it from the beginning to where it got to.
Right. Man, look, people are going to say what they want to say about Diddy, man.
Right.
The guy was a hustler, man. He always, how Dame Dash always said, Harlem guys are different. Harlem dudes are different. They just hustle. Right. He's a hustler, man. For him, he had a good eye for talent, and he was relentless. Like, he was relentless. Those guys were turning him down back then, because you got to think about it. Back then, everybody in that circle was talented. I mean, you had a young Mary J, who he had to kind of groom to be who she was at that time. And even she was messing with, I was telling my wife one day about about the great KC, one of the greatest singers of all time. And I was telling her
what a messy situation. What's
that, Nick?
It's a sad situation.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest rap singers of all time. Like KC.
Oh no, he absolutely is. I'm referring to when he denied her on live TV.
Yeah, that was jacked up. Yeah, that was jacked up.
That was crazy. That was definitely crazy.
Very good song though. On my, what's the 411 or My Life?
That was the 411.
You is all. My voice sucks,
that's 411.
That was him in the background. But Mark, for Diddy to be able at that time to not only hone in on the talent and groom the talent, but to also give them a chance to like get in their pocket and operate in that pocket. And he was a young dude at that time. I remember D and Wah from Rough Riders was saying how he was young. Like they really navigating these guys, man. The guy was a mogul before he became a mogul, in my opinion. Just a hustler. You gotta respect him.
Hey, Nick, thoughts on Diddy from where it started to where it is now?
Yeah, you definitely cannot forget. When you talk about him, you definitely cannot forget about the Uptown era.
Yeah,
the Uptown era was also something very special. Jodeci, Mary J. Who else was it?
Yeah, shoot, I know they were the biggest.
But I mean, Jodeci and Mary J.
The Uptown era.
Yeah,
it was that Jodeci and Mary J. Yeah. They have was a Father MC.
My Lady and
he was on there. Yep.
Who?
Yep. Father MC. Yeah. Because it's crazy. Because he had some influence. You know what I mean, for on both Jodeci and Mary J. Like they actually spoke about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. You know what I'm saying?
What's the song that Father MC and Mary J have together? I can't remember.
Man, you know what I mean?
Come on, Mark.
You picking my brain on that, John. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, D.
Yeah.
Damn,
I'm trying to tell you, I don't know it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, D.
I remember dancing hard to it.
Thoughts on Diddy?
Thank you, Ingrid. I'll do for you.
I'll do for you. Okay. Thoughts on Diddy from where it started to where it is now?
I mean, there are, a number of artists who you have to, give their props to. Jay, Diddy, Rick Ross, 50, like to go to transcend the music. He's always been business, but to transcend the music business and hip hop and take it to other, to go into other business avenues and then let young people know, listen, you can do this.
Right.
Like it's not just about like hip hop is a vehicle.
Right.
And when you get on and you have the resources to take it to the next level, expand, don't stay limited. And that's one thing that you have to give him his props for. You have to.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you one thing that stood out to me. Diddy, kind of, like he used to, he got clowned by Suge Knight, what I mean, on the Source Awards. If you don't want somebody in the back in the video dancing, come to Death Row, right?
Right.
But Diddy, I'm saying, actually turned himself into a performer, a lead performer. You know what I'm saying? Pushed by Biggie, because Biggie always was telling him, yo, get out there. You know what I'm saying? Get out there and do your thing or whatever, right? And sometimes, even though Diddy, appears to be one of the most confident people ever invented, you know what I'm saying? With that particular thing, you know what I'm saying? He kind of shied away from it for a while, you know what I mean? But Biggie was always in his ear. So when Biggie passed away, I think, Diddy did an interview, just, I had to do it. I had to make the album. I had to, do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm like, man, when you look at Diddy, right, and you look at the records where he's the featured artist, it's a lot of good ones. It's a lot of good records, you know what I mean, that he's the featured artist on, from his first album. Then you talking about Diddy Dirty Money, you know what I'm saying? You talk about, a lot of other things that he was involved in, just from a music standpoint. He made a lot. He made some good records. I mean, records there. But he understood the formula. He wanted people to dance. He wanted people, you know what I mean, to move. He wanted to, feel good music. And that's a lot of the stuff that he made. But a lot of that music ended up being really good and timeless, because you could play like a lot of his stuff now. Like, I still play like a lot of that Diddy Dirty Money stuff because I just thought it was that good. You know what I mean? Shoot, I was playing Hello, Good Morning the other day. You know what I mean? Nicki on the remix, shout. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how that was. All right, so look, I'm gonna come. Yeah, huh?
I think the music videos, is also something to talk about.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean? Shoot.
Get this money. Is that the G-Dep? No, that's special delivery. What's up? Is that was G-Dep as well? The one that was just black and white, except for Diddy's.
Yeah, you know what I mean? For that's what you call it. That's G-Dep. You know what I mean? Black Rob. You know what I mean? At the last verse on that joint. Yeah.
Yeah. Make this money.
Yeah.
Hey, they was doing the
Harlem Shake. Yeah.
That's everybody doing crazy record.
Sean,
yeah, they had the Fendi. They had the Fendi velour on and all of that, right?
You know what I'm saying? Sean John velour back then. I had the Sean John velour.
Okay.
Wearing Nike headbands, Jordan headbands with the Nike.
Right? Man. Yeah. So let me his song. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I like, man, Puff had that rolling though. I'll give him that.
I'm not gonna find the stats. I think they took it off. I got the physical copy. I think they're gonna take it. I think they took it off though.
Yeah, I got listen, all my CDs at my mama house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, they and I still got the CD book with all the CDs in it.
Yeah, me too.
They had mom's house. So I'm just like, I gotta go over there and get that. You know what I mean? Seriously. I need to get a CD player installed in the car. Like, I'm not even lying. Like, I'm gonna go old school with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just for the culture. But you know what I'm saying? The last question we gonna get out of here on this one. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to answer this. The impact that Bad Boy had on the culture. You know what I'm saying? Nic Jay, I'm gonna start with you. Impact that Bad Boy had on the culture.
I think that D was talking about it earlier. Like,
okay.
Puff was like the first big, well, at least in my era, hip hop mogul. Like, he had like the stars, then he did the Making the Band show.
Yep.
He had the clothing line. He had the vodka.
Yeah. Well, Ciroc, you know what I mean, as we know today.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Breakfast of Champions.
You still owe me a bottle. I ain't forget. But
I got you, Nick. I got you.
Yeah, but he was like the first one.
Yeah, it does seem that way. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of that stuff that he did it first. Okay. D, you know what I mean?
It's like a name brand.
It impact on the culture.
Again, the same thing. That music, that time, that era, you play it now and it just takes you back. It takes you back. So even the dances, the movements, the dress, the impact that it had on the culture.
Yeah.
It just it was more like an imprint style.
Yeah.
And then of course the business, my mind said the business takes us to a whole nother level. So I still say the business step. You have young people out there saying, well, I could start a clothing line, or I could, start I could start a record label, or I could do, like, literally are the pioneers, and Diddy is definitely one of them.
Absolutely.
And it's the reason why you have all these young people saying, no, I could do that.
Absolutely. Sean?
Man, I think, with him ushering in the shiny suit era, it was a flashy time. It took us back to dancing. It took us, because you had those 70 samples, feel good joints, right? When at a time, especially, being up north, at a time when the South was kind of like getting to a groove of that booty, they called it booty music back then. That's, pop that booty, that Luke stuff, and Diddy came out with some things that you could dance to for Northerners at that time, right?
Okay.
And then you start thinking about what the shiny suit era actually did. It also created and made the hardcore rappers go back and say, we got to get the shiny suit era and come up with some joints, because Diddy's taking over right now. So this, a byproduct of the shiny suit era, gave us that Rough Riders era. It gave us that Rockefeller, that Murder Inc. era. So because of Diddy's influence, he kind of organically created competition at a time where music was at an impasse, because the West Coast had just lost Pop, New York had just lost Biggie, the South wasn't there just yet, but Diddy filled that void that music and hip hop needed at that time, with the Chinese suit era, that created the other buzz for the more street hip hop to come through as well. And he commercialized everything. I think Diddy was one of the biggest ones to commercialize hip hop during that time and make it a mainstream thing without compromise. And I think that's what his legacy is, in my opinion, when it comes to that.
Man, one thing I'll say with Bad Boy, with the culture, and I'll put it at a street level. I'm like, like when that era was around, it made you want to get dressed and wear your best. Yeah. Whatever your best was, you wanted it on. You know what I mean? You wanted to get the girl. Like, man, it really kind of gave you the confidence, like, this shorty's the baddest in the room, and I'm gonna go talk to her. Like, it just kind of gave you this kind of aura. You know what I mean? That whole aura. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know what I mean? And the thing is, like, when that era was going on, it was the first time I'm starting to travel a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just, with my family, but just with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where it's like, now you out of Philly, you in New York, you in Baltimore, you in DC. You know what I'm saying? You starting to do all of that stuff, right? Yep. But I'm just saying, everybody in every city was getting was getting fly though. I'm like, man, people putting together a couple of dollars. Now you see some nice cars out here. You see all of that. So no matter where you went, when you went to the scene, this is what you seen. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really no hate going on like that as much, right? Everybody out there fly, man. So I'm like, it's almost like, man, people like, I see you, player. I see you, player. Like, you tipping your cap, you know what I mean, for real, for a person you don't know, but they doing their thing out there, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what Bad Boy, to me, brought to the culture. You know what I'm saying? Because it helped the other parts of the culture of, just being your best out there and doing your thing, man. And you know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm proud that I came up in that era, man. You know what I'm saying? So when you see kind of like the young kids today, you know what I mean, who are like on that, and they see some of the people that they rock with, you know what I mean? You see them at their best, where it's just like, I see the young boy got the new J's on, he doing his thing or whatever, right? So I'm like, man, they starting to make it more for that. And I'm like, so You know what I'm saying? Culture is always going to mean a lot, and you doing your thing, you know what I mean? And just me as a man, you know what I mean, seeing a young man do his thing, man, you know what I'm saying? That really means something to me, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, I was that young boy before wanting to get on and do my thing, you know what I'm saying? So to see them do that, and Puff and Bad Boy helped me in that era, you know what I'm saying, do that. So I was like, man, so props to Bad Boy just for that. You know what I mean? But so,
Say
you know what I
something.
mean? We going about to wrap this thing up. You know what I'm saying? Let me fire off these closing remarks real quick. First thing, shout to our sponsors, Bobby Blackjack, Blackjack TV, Zingo TV channel 199, 1 Mile High Radio. Yeah, I mean, our folks on the West Coast doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Apple, Spotify, iHeart. You know what I mean? For real, Facebook Live, YouTube, we all rocking. Shout to y'all me for all my guys. You know what I'm saying? Got my partner Sean right here, Nic Jay and Dee. Thank you for hopping on with us. Y'all me for a shout to Stacks, Merv, Becca, Tina B, Street Team, General Taste, Son. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I'm a fire off these closing remarks first. I'm just like, man, Bad Boy, it was a hell of a ride. It was a hell of a ride. You know what I mean? You have a soundtrack, you know what I mean, to your life. You know what I mean? Like, man, so for everybody who was kind of, you know, whatever you was doing, it was a soundtrack back there, especially, you know, if you bang with Bad Boy. I mean, that soundtrack for me was great. You know what I'm saying? Because I was in somebody club or somebody bar every single night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, look, that Bad Boy soundtrack was crazy, you know. And I'm like, man, you had the rap, you had the R&B, and you know what? I'm gonna tell you one thing from that era. You had dudes banging with the R&B hard, like, you know what I'm saying? Faith come on, and dudes like, wait a minute, turn that up. Wait a minute, you got boys singing Faith Evans, like with the system up, like, yo, real talk, like it really happened. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, the Bad Boy era, man, it kind of got people to get out of their comfort zone and really aspire, you know what I mean, to go to another level with it. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to be the best version of yourself, man. So that's what it's about right there. You know what I'm saying? So that's my closing remarks right there. D, I'm going to go to you. Closing remarks about the show tonight.
Closing remarks. First of all, of course, always got to give you your props. You know what I mean? You be always doing your thing, and I love it. I love it. I love it. Bad Boys. I mean, Bad Boys. The music speaks for them. Like that, right. And we're still playing the music in 2022.
Right.
We're rocking.
Right.
So, and then the legacy of the businesses that have come out of it speaks for it.
Got you. Okay. You know what I mean, that's what's up. Nick, what you got?
So first of all, you missed the show. Get on Apple Podcasts.
There you go.
On there. I don't know if you can see it right. Let me back.
There you go.
So, but I was listening to the Bad Boys 20th anniversary box set today.
Right.
And like I forgot how many bangers there was. I forgot about Bad Boy South.
Yeah.
And Lil Kim, she was never signed to Bad Boy, but you know, she was
Bad Boy family though. She was Bad Boy family, absolutely.
For sure. You know, like Junior Mafia, like all that shit was like, you know, it was really a good time. And now absolutely. I have learned that it was part of the birth of the Mark Johnson that we know today. Your whole government. You know, this is when you started, you know, worrying about the ladies, and well, I'm sure you were before, but you know, this is when you started apparently feeling confident.
Well, this when I first started having a little money. You know what I mean? You know, that's what that was.
So you know, and you know, the further the creep along, you are looking for a young lady to pour chocolate sauce on in the middle of Broad Street, or I don't know.
I gotta do it one time before I die. You know what I mean? I just need a willy lady to pour chocolate syrup on in the middle of the street. I gotta do
it. You do not, Mark. You have to do it.
Wait until tax time is over.
Man.
Wait until tax time is over. Then you find, you know, a nice young lady, you know, offer her like, you know, take her
but see, I don't want to give her 40. I want her just to do it. Like, you know what I mean, 40, you can do anything for 40. You know what I mean? You can get anything for 40. But I'm just saying, I just want her to willingly, like, you know what, Mark, I'm gonna let you just pour this chocolate syrup on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Willingly.
No,
you know what I mean? I need
something to do it. It's not a bucket list item, man.
Yeah.
Apparently it is now.
All right. Sean, closing remarks, bad boy. You know what I'm saying? What you got, homie?
No, man, good show tonight, y'all. Y'all really did your thing. You know, just hearing and talking about the Bad Boy era, it brings back nostalgia. I mean, that 112, to me, that 112 album, like the first one, the second one, and the third one, that was like that was my courting music, man. That's how I got my wheels, man. And that's how she also dumped me. That's how she also dumped me. Like, so you know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, that Bad Boy era was something special. You know, Becca had hit me up and she was talking about the Bad Boy era and what it meant to her. And it was just one of the things where I think Bad Boy era meant a lot of different things.
Remind them, Becca.
And I want to give a shout out to Stax, because the only thing that Puffy did that was wrong was when he produced Jay-Z's second album. And him and Jay-Z made the song Sunshine. That, you know, that was the only thing I would say the Bad Boy era could have let go. But, you know, Jay-Z made Sunshine. Queens get the money. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in. Thank you all for the comments. Again, shout out to everybody who rocks with us behind the scenes on the front lines. Shout out to Bobby, Black Debt TV, channel 198. We have a lot of different things coming aboard. The Mark and Friends show is just beginning. This is only the second episode. So I'm looking forward to seeing what else is coming out of the pipeline, what's going on in Mark's crazy head. Just tune in. You don't know what you're going to get. Like, honestly, we had some stuff on the cutting room floor yesterday that we had to cut off because it got too raunchy. I said, Mark, this is a PG-13 show. We can't do this. So next week, the gloves are off. Mark is going straight rated R, and he's going to come back and hit y'all across the head.
All right, rated R on a Monday night.
City Boys up, kick the week off in nastiness. But thank you all again. Really good show, Mark. I appreciate you, bro. You put a lot of hard work into this.
Look at Tina, what she said.
Hey, y'all really believe that? Yeah,
no,
not at all. You know what I mean?
Admiration, man. D and Nick, thank you so much for bearing with the kid, Mark, and just being able to come on and give his brother some gravity to the show. We appreciate y'all, lovely ladies. And we out, man.
We out of here. Peace, y'all.
Love.